good evening and welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. In this video I want you to sit back and relax a bit while I walk you through the reason why I actually added the kitchen doings to my handmade line of work, all the treats and desserts and so on. And this is why. Now in terms of the cakes, I've observed and you know looked at many bakers bake cakes, many cakes, lovely, but I always like to be standout, unique, being standout from the crowd, to avoid competitions and so on. So I make my cakes as crafted cakes. So if like a customer say, well, I need a butterfly cakes, you will see many bakers making a whole cake, and then you will see them have like butterfly toppers and so on, all on top or around it. But for me, I don't do that. Well, I would not say I won't do that. I would not do that much. What I do is that I make the cake in the actual butterfly and decorate it. Yes. Okay. So that is what I do. And I also make normal cakes, with simple designs and so on. Okay. Another thing is that, I've realized, I've observed that there isn't a lot of persons who do cookies, but for those who does cookies, I said, you know what, chocolate chip, most of them do chocolate chips, so I decided to add different flavor cookies like double chocolate, buttercream, sugar, decorative, marble, and so on. So I have 7 different types of cookies that I make. Okay, in terms of the apple pies, I've observed and I have only come across one business that actually does apple pies and always run out. So my daughter said one day, mommy, every time I go I cannot get this apple pie. So she kind of inspired me there to start making apple pies. Yes, so that is why I started doing the apple pies. Okay, the donuts, in terms of the donuts, well, there's well, not a few, but a couple of persons who does donuts, and most of them have, donuts their own way, but I wanted to do different. Okay, because donut is a thing, you know, a lot of persons like. It doesn't matter how they are decorated, or even if they are not decorated, persons love donut. I love donut, whether they are iced or plain or just dusted. I just love donut, and the way I eat donut, the way I like donut, that just tells me, that's how others feel towards donuts. So I said I want to make donuts, but I want to make them very flavorful, very nice, so that persons can keep coming back and back and back. Okay, so I do my donuts like different. So there's the ones that can be used for treats and birthdays, like the cake donut, the unicorn donut, the web donut, the there's another one also that can go, I can't remember, and there are other ones with stripes, and there are those with chocolate chocolate fill, Nutella fill, and other donuts. So I chose, flavors, I chose, style, the way I want to do these donuts, so that they can be very eye-catching, and not only eye-catching, but make sure I make them really tasty and nice. Okay, and there's the cupcakes. So yes, I sell my cupcakes, them, like maybe a half a dozen, 2 dozen. But what I do with my cupcakes also, which as I said, I like to be stand out from the crowd. So what I do with my cupcakes also, I make cupcake bouquets, which I don't see persons, after observing, I don't see persons making them. So I do cupcake bouquets, and I do cupcake number boxes as well with my cupcakes. Okay, and pizzas, the pizzas that I does, when I make my pizzas, there's a kind of a secret, I would say. Okay, because there are certain cheese that persons use to make pizza, but for my pizzas, I have two kind of cheese that I blend, which I will not say, because that is my ingredients, and that is how I want my pizza to have that kind of a taste. So there is a blend of two different types of cheese, which make my pizza taste really, really, really nice, y'all. So that's the actual reason why I started the kitchen, doing all those handmade treats and so on. And also there's sponges that I've seen persons making, like juice, like orange juice or other flavored juice or other punches. So I said I will choose punches that I see persons do not make. So I have like carrot punch, and I have my tropical punch, and for desserts and so on, I don't see persons except for like restaurant that does dessert. So I do dessert where I have like ice cream, which is homemade, which I make, and I have two flavors, the chocolate and the cookie and cream, just those two flavors at the moment. And there's the chocolate mousse as well, which is so nice, y'all. And the reason why I chose chocolate mousse is that chocolate mousse, well, apple pie can also go as dessert and so on, but the chocolate mousse, those you serve in glasses and so on. So I said, well, if I want to send a dessert, I want it to be in a cup, in a glass, that can hold it, shape and so on until it get to the customer. So chocolate mousse is a thing that after taking it out of the fridge, it do not run back like some ice cream and so on. It do not lose its touch that easily. So I did that. So those are all of the things that I do in my kitchen. Those are all handmade, lovely stuff that I do, and I like it very, very much. Okay, so as I said, what I did is that I observed, and even in my entire business, where I make hair accessories such as bonnets, headbands, scrunchies, bows, pillowcases, pouches, bought the sash, pillows, cushions, bought the sash, flower bouquets, bookmarks, invitation cards, postcards, educational stuff like flashcards and books and so on. And there's a whole lot more that I make in my business. So all those things that I just mentioned and more, I always try my best to make them like different from the crowd, so that I can attract more customers, get more sales. And I've been doing that since 2021 until now. We are in 2026 going, and that is so good, y'all. Okay, so that is it, y'all. That is it.